everybody have a drink here for the first toast? Yes? Okay, well, welcome to Eagle Bay and Merry Christmas. I've been hearing for a long time from Emily and Maggie that this is a destination wedding. Now, Eagle Bay is usually a beautiful destination, sometimes it's even warm, but it's not an easy to get to destination. Very hard to get here, and yet, people came today from Wisconsin, from Texas, from Ohio, almost Kentucky, from Indiana, from Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, the District of Columbia, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Kentucky, and eventually from Canada. And all over New York State. I shouldn't forget New York State. And the fact that you're all here, first of all, I want to say, as much as I can, thank you to each one of you, because it means so much to us, it means so much to Maggie and Brandon, and it lets us, me, Emily, Maggie, Brandon, Ron, and Michelle know how lucky we are to have such great friends, great family, that you would brave the weather, take the expense, take the time to come here for this. It means a lot, and thank you for that. So now that I hope you're here, even given the weather, I hope you're on the spirit of the great philosopher, Marv Levy, when he said, "Where would you rather be than right here, right now?" Now, I do need to thank one person specifically, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I have to thank my wife, who put together 95% of what made everything happen today. From the table decorations, to the cakes, to everything in between. And she did it at a great personal sacrifice. She spent most of the summer away from me, up at our place in Eagle Bay, just to make sure things came out right today. Because had I been left in charge, we would have had an open bar and a few bags of pretzels, and that's it. And now Maggie. Maggie. I remember in great detail everything about the day you were born. And wherever Dennis is, before he asked the question, yes, Dennis, I was there for that one.
You bat 500, Jim, you make the Hall of Fame, right?
Exactly right, then. But eventually the nurse put you in my arms, let me hold you, and my daughter, my firstborn, Danny's little girl, and as I'm holding her, I had this incredibly warm feeling right here. And those of you who have been, the nurse took my picture right then, holding my daughter, and those of you who have been to our house, seen the picture, you'll notice on my shirt is a giant pea stain that explains the warm feeling I was getting from my daughter. Now, we don't have time to go into everything that was involved in raising Maggie. So let me just put it this way. Anyone who locks themselves into a bathroom, decides they're going to go out the window, so they climb up on the toilet, break the toilet, open the screen window, break the screen window, climbs outside a 3-story roof, jumps off that roof onto a deck, almost breaking her neck, does break her foot, and I forgot to mention, she did it naked. And then afterwards, when she comes back from the doctor, says, "Daddy, aren't you proud how I got out of the bathroom?" Let's just say that anybody who thinks like that gave me and Emily the chance to develop every possible parenting skill we would need for the next 3. So skip ahead a few years, a year and a half ago, Brandon comes up, asked my blessing for Maggie's hand in marriage, which I was happy to give. But I'll be honest with you, you're all here today, we're bonding, we're friends. I had one major reservation. And we know how difficult it is to make marriages work in this country. The divorce rate's sad. And we all know that in a mixed marriage, it's much sadder, much harder. There's some confused faces out here, so you may all not know it, so I should explain. To those of you who don't know Brandon, it's not obvious looking at him. He is a New York Jets fan. I did have my concerns. I mean, for 2 days a year, there will be incredible tension in the Bianchi household. And one of these days, maybe even 3 times a year, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, he's cut off for the rest of the night. Chandelier, Dennis. So, two days a year, they were having a lot of tension, but I thought about it. First of all, they survived 6 years of football season already, and they're still together. Second of all, to be honest, 2 bad days a year in marriage, it's pretty good. I'll take it. So from Ron and Michelle, you're behind it. There you are. From day one, Maggie has told us what a wonderful family you have. I mean, how you guys brought her and made her feel part of the Bianchis from the beginning. And Emily and I really appreciate that. And how much she loves you two and your sibling and your kids, Ronnie, Kelly, Casey, and she loves you guys very much. And we are very grateful you brought her in like that. And I hope Brandon knows we feel the same about him. Yay! I look at Brandon as the 3rd son I never had. The one whose college I didn't have to pay for, which makes him very special to me. I also think it's great that we're building our own varsity Southland soccer team in the family. We've had a midfielder, we've got a defender, and now we've got our own goalie. And with that midfield and defender, we needed a good goalie.
Nobody's safe.
So, some of you know Maggie took the last 2 weeks off from work, came home, spent time with our family, and it was great. I mean, she and I went to a football game. She and Emily went out, did some shopping, did some fun things. She and Will went out. We did things as a family, and I thought, she is just so happy. It was great to see her. And then Brandon got to town on Thursday. And her face lit up like a Christmas tree. And I looked over at Brandon, and he was just ear to ear with this huge smile. So, I'm finally at my toast. My toast and my wish for the 2 of you is that for the rest of your lives, may you always make each other light up like you did on Thursday.